If you're confused about what are promises in JavaScript and what are the types of promises in JavaScript, then this video is for you. So promise is an object that represents the eventual completion or failure of an asynchronous operation in JavaScript. In other words, a promise in JavaScript represents a value that isn't available right now, but will be available sometime in the future. So this is promise in JavaScript. So there are few types of promises which we are going to discuss in this video. So first one is Promise.all. Okay, I will explain this with an example. Suppose you are hungry and you want to order three items: pizza, burger, or ice cream. Okay, you will order these three items from three different restaurants. Okay, and you will wait for all three other to reach out to you. Okay, so for example, first order takes 5 minutes, second will take third 10 minutes, or third will take 15 minutes. So you will receive the response of all three order in 15 minutes. So once all three order will fulfilled, you will receive the response. This is the first scenario for Promise.all. Second scenario, you ordered pizza, burger, and ice cream, or any of them is failed, you will not receive anything. Okay, if all pass, you will receive all three, but if anything fails, you will receive nothing. Okay, we will understand this by doing one example for Promise.all. Okay, so I will create one promise here. Okay, so I'm going to create one promise here. Response reject. Okay, I will add set timeout as well to add some delay. Okay, here I have added 1 second delay. Okay, now so if you see here, I have created three promises here: P1, P2, and P3. And let's see if I run this. I will run this piece of code. What will be the output? Okay. Also see, I have added 1 second delay for P1, 2 second delay for P2, and 3 second delay for P3. Okay. I'm going to execute this piece of code and see in how much time we will get the result. If you notice that we receive result after 3 seconds. So always remember, whatever the maximum time of any promise response, you will get in that time only. If it is 5 seconds also, if P2 is 5 seconds, then you will receive response in 5 seconds, not less than that. Okay. Okay, so you receive a response at 5 seconds. So this is the first scenario. You will receive response of resolve only when all the promises get resolved. If anyone get failed, you will not receive the response. You will receive the rejection. Okay, it will be rejected. So for example, I am going to reject this one. Okay. Okay, P2 is rejected, right? And now let me execute this command and see what will be the result. Okay, P2 is rejected. Okay, so if all are settled, then you will receive the response. If anyone get failed or rejected, you will get the rejection. Okay, all from promise will be rejected. This is the first uh, type of promise, that is Promise.all. Now, for example, if you want to see the setup of all the promise, right? It doesn't matter like whether it is resolved, whether it is rejected. It doesn't matter to you. You want to know the status of all the promises. At that time, you will use Promise.all.settle. Okay. So instead of Promise.all, I am using Promise.all.settled. Okay. Now let me execute this command and see what will be the result. Okay. So if you see here, you can see status of all the promises. Doesn't matter it is resolved or reject, right? So P1 was resolved, so you get this, it is stated, it is fulfilled. P2 got resolved, you also get the status like it is rejected. So P2 got rejected, so you got the status P2 got rejected, and P3 got fulfilled, so you got the status as P3 got fulfilled. So whatever the status, it will show the status, right? But it will take the time of the maximum response. Here it was 5 seconds, that's why it took 5 seconds. Okay, if I increase anything more than 5, it will take that much time only. Okay, this is the second thing. Now, so third one is a Promise.race. Okay, so it will take the latest response and it will provide. It will not wait for other than. Okay, if something is getting resolved in 2 seconds, it will give response that only, other it will ignore. If something is getting executed in 3 seconds, it will not wait for other, it will give the response. Doesn't matter whether it is resolved or rejected. Okay, let me execute this command. If you see here, P2 got rejected and it provided the response of rejection as well. Okay, it doesn't matter for other whether it is resolved or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we will go with the fourth promise, that is Promise.any. Okay, Promise.any says like, I just want to know which is getting resolved, which is getting resolved at first. Okay, so if you see here, P2 is getting resolved in 2 seconds, P2 is getting rejected in 2 seconds, but P3 is getting resolved in 3 seconds. Okay, let's see what will happen if we execute this command. P3 got resolved, so it will ignore the rejected one, it will give the latest one which is resolved and ignore the other. Okay, if it is 5 seconds, then also it will give the response of P3 only. Okay, because it resolved in 3 seconds. Okay, so these are the basic promises which everyone should know if you are a JavaScript learner. Okay, so this is all for this video. Thanks for watching.